Bianca has more of that exposure. She has what I would could say a resume. They even had the Campbell's chicken noodle soup deal back in 2007 because I remember that. She made a lot of money touring the world, singing, rapping on chicken noodle soup, and she was only 15 years old, and she was an up and comer. But what happened was a girl named Little Mama came out the gate from Brooklyn, New York, and came out with Lip Gloss, and that song became a national top 10 hit. Chicken noodle soup was never a top 10 hit. It was more big on the rap charts. But when Little Mama came out with Lip Gloss, and that shit was popping, that song. Because when you got old school people dancing to it, you know it's lit. And that really sort of like eclipsed what could have been her coming out as an artist. It sort of eclipsed it. And Little Mama took that shine and ran with it for the time being. So that's what happened. But Britney didn't do anything. I mean, in terms of like, I feel as though being a person that got jacked. I don't think Bianca did anything of that nature because Bianca's been around for over a decade. Britney's up and coming. So I feel as though Britney was a little bit stretching it. And besides, the way Bianca dresses, I don't see her taking Britney style. She kind of dresses a little bit offbeat to me. Bianca's more put together, well, in terms of fashion. I don't see it. I don't see it. Nothing against the girl, but I just don't see it. So we go to the scene where they at the club, and Rich is, talking to Snoop, and he wants to introduce Britney to Snoop. And Snoop, she's Snoop. She gonna check her out, gonna say she look good and everything, gonna look her ass and all that. That's what Snoop does. But lo and behold, Bianca is there, and Bianca tells Rich, I don't like Britney. I don't fuck with Britney. I don't like Britney. I'm sorry. I don't fuck with the bitch. She been trying to jack me, my style. She been accusing me of shit. I had a pop in the mouth, before, and I will do it again. So Rich is like, don't do this here. It's an industry event. So lo and behold, Britney comes up and like, you got this bum bitch here. And she was like, I'm here. And so she says, you snuck me. You try to throw bottles at me and shit, bitch. I don't play that shit. And lo and behold, Bianca throws a shoe at her. And then all hell breaks loose. And then security has to hold Bianca down. And she says, I told you, I'm going to always get you first. Now, I'm going to analyze this shit. First of all, I believe Bianca is going to always get the bitch first. I'm sorry. Yeah, and so she going to always get her first. And the reason why she always going to get her first is basically because Bianca Bonnie was first before her. Just think about it for a second. We seen Bianca first. Bianca Swift. Bianca was out there. She has a name as an artist. And Bianca's quick. Don't let that little hot, squeaky voice fool you. That little bitch is very swift and very fast with them hands, fast with them feet. I don't think Britney being street smart, I think she got the mouth and she probably could fight, but I don't think that she's swift with it, if you know what I mean. I think that if it was like a one-on-one head-on match, she might be able to knock Bianca out, but just off the rip, I think Bianca got her first. So that's my take on that. But as far as Rich go, Britney, don't do it. Don't sign with Rich. He too messy. Now, I don't think Rich will ever fuck Britney. One, she's young. I don't think he would have sex with her because, number one, she's like a child. And number two, I don't think she's his type. I think she has a protector, but I don't think he could do anything for her career. And after season 8, if he couldn't really pop Olivia off like that, I wouldn't sign with him as an artist. Okay? So that's my conclusion with Bianca and Britney. You're going to see more of them. We've seen quite a little bit more of them throughout the season, but I'm going to get to Anais, the Dominican mama, all this, slick talk, slick sexual innuendos, and she's just bold with her sexuality, honey. We see her in the middle of the episode, and she's pretty much an artist who was on the rise in the mid 2000s. She's coming up. She won a contest, which was a Spanish version of American Idol. And she made a couple of records, was even nominated for 2 Latin Grammys. But she did the worst thing a rising star could do. She got married and had 2 kids. And Ruben, her husband, he looked like he's her daddy. And I don't see the chemistry. I don't see that there was love. I see that he could have been her manager. I see that he probably worked in the industry. And maybe she trusted him and taken her career far. And it didn't happen. But I also believe he was an opportunist, and he saw that Anais was on a come up, and he wanted some of that money and that life. He is too old for her, especially up and comer. And Anais is spicy. She's hot. Like, she's a person that she wants to be like tamed. And Ruben can't do that. Ruben wants to control her. And I believe everything she's saying when it comes to Ruben. I really believe it. She has Navarro, who is her manager. She's the first artist he's managing. He is an entertainment lawyer. He broker contracts for the likes of Fetty Wap and a couple of other artists. He's from the Jersey area. And I like Navarro. He's sexy in his own unique way. But I like him. I love lawyers. So, that's a whole nother thing. But I really believe he has a really good trusted. He really has the best interest for Anais. But it's a funny scene between Ruben and her when you see them interacting. And he says, I really want you to be at home with the kids, And she says to him, I'm hot, I want to, I want to have sex, I want to have fun and experience stuff. And he's like, I'm not interested in that tonight. And she says, the fuck? He basically turned her down. He didn't want Anais really for that. He really wanted her because she was hot at the moment. He married her to settle her down, get that money, have the kids, make some of the money, but don't be so big. That's what I see. There's no love there. And she says she's a Dominican mommy. She's hot. She's a rock star. And she's not happy in that marriage. So we see them interacting at home. We don't even see her with the kids. That's the bad thing. And pretty much, she's like, telling him, I don't really want to do this thing with you anymore. So he's like, you talking about divorce? Because, you need to be at home with the kids. And he says, and what's up with this blue hair? And she says, oh, all the artists are wearing it. This is the new look. He said, well, I don't like it. You need to take it off. And she's basically standing her ground and like, no, like, you don't tell me what to do. And in so many words, Anais, she is a firecracker. But it's like, my labor took care of this home. We got these cars. We live a lap of luxury because of me. You don't tell me what to do when it comes to my image. And Anais says something that I think is really important. I think that all young women should pay attention. She mentions that she wants her independence from Ruben. Now, and she says she wants her independence. You notice, if you listen really carefully, she didn't say, I want a divorce. I want to focus on my career. I want to be single. She said, I want to be independent. Homegirl Anais was talking about getting away from being a wife and being a mother. She wants to be free from it all connections with Ruben. She wants to live her life, be a single woman, focus on her career, but she wants to have all the sex she can get from a lot of men. Okay, let's be clear. She is not a domestic goddess. She is a rock star, Dominican mommy rock star. You know, so I like her, and I believe she's another one that's going to be big in the industry. So there you have it. I'm gonna say one more thing. I want to talk about them showcasing Remy Ma's win. BET winning the best new. I mean, not the best new, the best rap female artist for 2017. That was a long time overdue. Okay, to have Nicki Minaj win 7 years in a row, she was the only one out there. And the reason why I will say Nicki blew up was because Remy went to jail. Let's keep it real. There wasn't really anybody there. But to give credit where credit is due, Nicki did put back that fire for mainstream. You know, to make the rap female artists go back into the mainstream. Because Remy, before she was in prison, she really couldn't do it. But I really feel as though Remy winning that award, you saw the decline in the popularity of Nicki Minaj. You know, and she said subliminal shots in your ass, you know, all that. You know, that was Nicki. And Nicki didn't show up because Nicki knew. And I kind of believe her time is up, you know. But I'm going to say this. I do believe that this season is going to be an interesting one. I have to catch up. But I want to thank all of you guys for supporting my channel. Miss Analytical is going to blow up this year. I'm going to come out with a lot of videos, commenting on reality TV shows. I'm going to comment on movies, music, videos, including that. Even current events, state headlines in the news. And I may even talk about fun stuff like food, restaurant reviews, clothes, fashion, you know, whatnot. So stay tuned, and thank you for listening. Take care and have a good night.